Welcome back to Good Day, where, as you know, we love local, especially when local folks are helping others.
You know Anna Kolin from Inspired Lumber, the business, but do you also know Anna Kolin, who runs Inspired Lumber Project, a nonprofit?
Yeah, she's here with veteran Mike Coombs to tell us more about the project. So good morning to you, too.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, usually you're here showing us how to decorate, you know, snowflakes or flowers.
Maybe
or,
a hammer or a nail gun or something like that.
Yes, we're gluing something, painting something. This is a project, you opened the workshop a little bit ago, but this is a project you added on to that.
Yes, so we found very quickly upon opening the workshop about 1.5 years ago that there was a space where veterans were in need of woodworking, like a skill development type of thing. And so we started working with Lucas County Veteran Services Commission and Christian's Corner Foundation to create the Salute to Carpentry program, which is a 6-week free course for vets to come in where they learn fundamental woodworking skills, carpentry skills, but really the project is secondary to the program, which is designed to bring vets together. And it was extremely successful in our pilot year. And so a few months into it, we determined that it needed to grow significantly. And with my background in nonprofit management, we thought, let's do this ourselves. So we created a pretty amazing board of directors of local leaders here in the community, and we have started off really well. And we're actually really kicking it off this Veterans Day, which is why we wanted to come here and talk a little bit about this, and then bring Mike along with me, who's one of our vets who went through the program.
Yeah, so Mike, tell us a little bit about your experience as you went through this program. You were able to build. Did you have building experience beforehand?
I have a little bit of woodworking experience, yes. I have some tools at home. Not as great a setup as these guys have. But so I was playing with it, and when I heard about the program, I was like, oh wow, I could get a little bit better knowledge on how to use some of the bigger equipment, you know, the table saws and stuff. So it looked like a really good program, and so I signed up for it through Veteran Services, which they were very helpful in getting me signed up. Showed up, and it's been a great time. I don't know if you can see what I built. That's the project we built. It was really fun. Anna, Brian, and Rob are really great. They took the time to help explain stuff and figure out how to make sure you measured stuff right and got things put together. It's been a really great experience. I'm glad I found this. It helped me. I was kind of looking for something to get out and meet some new people because I was kind of staying at home, trying to, you know, COVID and just the habit. So I was trying to find a way to get out and meet some more vets and do something else. So this came along and it was perfect. Got to meet a lot of great vets during the 8 weeks, or 6 weeks, sorry, and met these guys, and it's just been awesome.
Yeah, how was that part, meeting vets for you?
It was good. Most vets, we all have something in common, so it's usually kind of easy to start talking and you know, like, where were you stationed? How long were you in? So you get going and get talking and meet a lot of good people that way. And there's a few people that were in my class that I'm still in touch with now after the classes ended, and we talk, and it's been really great.
Yeah. Speaking of after the class ends, then they get a membership, right?
Yeah, so as part of the program and part of the nonprofit, we're creating access for them. So after they graduate through the program, they're gifted a membership, which is renewable. And so we want to ensure that they continually have the opportunity to come back to the workshop, hone those skills. And then with the addition of this nonprofit that we've done with the Inspired Lumber Project, we're going to include like a 2.0 class. So if Mike wants to come back and learn how about inlays or lathe work or whatever it might be, we'll be creating some of these little smaller classes that they can continue to come back and hone those skills. And then in 2025, we're actually piloting the program to first responders as well. So it's important to me to service those who not only served our country, but also our community locally, and so we're piloting that program this year, so we're very excited to be able to offer that up. So we're still relatively in the infancy stage of getting this all going. We've had an amazing first year. We had 46 veterans start the program, and all 46 graduated, which is an amazing number. Awesome. And we just had our first graduation just a couple weeks ago. I think one of the photos shows probably 30 or so who were there that night.
It was 30 of us, I think.
Yeah, it was lots of tears, lots of gratitude.
I can tell, just getting emotional just expressing that. So this program is extending to first responders next year. Why is it so important that you're bringing these vets, these first responders together and bringing them together for community, but also helping them to develop a skill? Yeah,
so there's so much stress that goes along with being a first responder. We all saw that through COVID and through that time. And I'm on the board actually for the Toledo Police Foundation, so I was asked to be a part of that. And I love everything they do and want to support our first responders who are out there every day. And while the program is the same, we're actually functioning slightly different for them. Their time is not as flexible potentially as what our vets are. And so their classes are actually separate. So we'll keep vets with vets, first responders with first responders. Their experiences, while similar in many ways, are also very, very different. And we want to ensure that the people that they're with and that camaraderie that they're with in those classes are the shared experience that we're looking for from that emotional and clinical perspective, or the therapeutic perspective. So we're going to test it out this year with those first responders and see how that works out, and provide them that access as well. So when they come in and they sign up for the program, once they go through that, they'll get that continued access as well. They do have to go through the program first, which is to get those fundamentals.
Right, you want to learn properly and how to use all the tools and do all of that. So you said on Veterans Day you're kicking off the next class?
Well, we're kicking off kind of the fundraising for there is an expense that goes along with it from our perspective. We want to ensure that the vets never have to pay for anything, or the first responders when they come in. But there is a cost associated with going through that. And so we have our inspiredlumberproject.org page is up, our website is up, and we have a Give Butter page that we would love for everybody to come and visit. You can actually sponsor a veteran, and you can actually name that vet. So if you've got a family member or a friend and you're like, gosh, this would be wonderful for them, you can actually go ahead and pay for their thing and name them as the vet that they want to go through. And then we can just arrange for the class when that works. So we're kicking off a whole group of the classes in January, and we'll continue to update those as we move into 2025. So.
And Mike, what's the next project for you?
Well, I'm looking forward to 2.0.
2.0.
Learn how to do the inlays and stuff, because I don't know how to do that, so I'm still kind of basic level, so it'll be awesome. The program's so great, I got my brother to sign up too, because he's a vet too. So he's taking the class right now, and he called me after the first class and was like, this is awesome.
This is so good.
He's really enjoying it, so.
That's
and
great.
these guys are awesome.
Yeah, you guys
if you ever have to deal with them.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming in. Check out the website, make a donation, get someone signed up, and take advantage of that, because it's doing some good things. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Thank you
so much.
Appreciate it.
Glad to be here. Thanks.
Well, next on Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show, it's all about the animals.
Yeah, get some fun in the sun and help the critters. There's one, you see that? It's a bird.
The
critters at Nature's Nursery at the same time. We're going to tell you how when Good Day returns. Stay with us.